Hi guys, Transit Diaries here. Just a quick review on this drill. Now I've had this drill for about, well, give or take, about 5 years now. And it's been fairly robust over the last 5 years. Just to let you know, it's a Hitachi DH36DAL. It's a 36 volt cordless drill. I mean, it's always been reliable and stuff. My main criticism when I bought this drill brand new was the trigger was a bit giddy in it. Let me put it that way, for want of a better word. And when you're in the business like I am, you know, we'll say if I'm drilling a hole in the wall, you know, it's very nice to have a very slight variable in it, you know, that you can make a nice little pilot hole, and once the bit gets, you know, bedded in, you can just go for gold then. But this is a bit giddy, and so you tend to be off center slightly with, you know, and all with the higher end equipment, you always get a great trigger with it. But that's when I bought it new. That was one of my main criticisms of the drill. But obviously this trigger now has calved altogether. It's on the way out. So all it does now is 100% or nothing. Just example there. Now you can see how I'm trying to be nice and easy, and look, it'll just, see, that's it. So it's just on and off now. But it's obviously on the way out now. But I'd forgive it for that because it's done an enormous amount of work over the last 5 years. There's this power save switch, and this bloody thing is just quite a cheap thing that is mechanically attached to this, and it's worthless altogether. The forward and reverse, fairly good. Yeah, I've no complaints there. This has always been a bit of an Achilles heel for me, and I actually think over the years I've actually damaged the top of this finger, always twisting this bloody thing. It's just small, and it's robust and everything, but it's just not, oh, I don't know. Anyway, so this handle isn't original. That was off an old DeWalt, burnt out cordless DeWalt drill I had, and because it was cast aluminium, sorry, I'm European, because it was cast aluminium, I just replaced it for what came with this, the factory one, which was a gammy little plastic thing that wouldn't have lasted me a week. Now the batteries have been good. They've stood up the test of time. No problems with holding a charge or the memory or anything on them, and that's 5 years later, so no complaints there. But however, I'll just show you this particular problem. And this problem appeared only a couple of weeks after me purchasing this drill, and I actually thought it was going to calve, because anything making that kind of noise can't be good. So I thought, you know, I was just going to let it actually burn out and I get it under warranty. But this is 5 years later now, and this thing has continued to work fine, apart from this now particular issue which you're about to witness. An extremely noisy charger. I mean, it's annoying as hell when you have to listen to that day in, day out, day in, day out. So that was one of my main criticisms. Now there is something wrong with it. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's noisy, but it holds a charge. Obviously this little thing bracket broke. That's supposed to be on it there. But this thing has been through the wars now for the last 5 years. So batteries are still good. That trigger is on the way out. So when I was buying it, the competition was a Milwaukee, a 28 volt Milwaukee, which was about, this was about 2/3 the price of the Milwaukee, and obviously Hilti would have been at the top of the agenda, but the Hilti would have cost about twice as much of this, or 2/3 of what the Milwaukee was. So I bought this because many of my work colleagues use it and it can be thrown around, and plus also there is one good thing, an advantage. If you were to buy the Hitachi or the Hilti as opposed to this, people that steal tools always love Hilti because, you know, it has such a great reputation. They can just run into their nearest pub or whatever and give me 50 quid for this drill, you know, whereas these aren't as rated as good. They're not seen on the black market as such a great tool. So there's some benefit to buy. But Hitachi aren't really, they're probably good consumer tools. They're not really industrial tools. But again, however, this has stood up to an immense amount of abuse. There is a chisel on it, drill or hammer drill, and I've broken concrete with it. I've really gone through the wars with this young, and has stood up as a consumer's tool. So all in all, I would give it about 7 out of 10. Would I buy Hitachi again? No, but not because this has been a bad drill, but I decided to go with cordless, you know, a uniform battery system for a cordless, and I decided on Makita. So for that reason, I wouldn't buy one of these. I'd buy a 36 volt, just body only Makita, and I already have the battery and the charger, so it's obviously a saving for me there. But as I say, not a bad tool, you know, hasn't been a disaster apart from a few issues. Hope you enjoyed that review. Hope it helps you. If you like, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you're feeling that good about it. Thank you.